I'm Tyler with Rocket Jones, here today meeting with Brian Lackey of Outdoor Interactive. We developed the TrailMate app for him, and we're going to be discussing that product a little bit. So Brian, can you tell me a little bit about your experience working with the Rocket Jones team in general? What did you appreciate about our process and communication?
Rocket Jones seemed to understand the app development world, and the communication is something that I feel like was probably the biggest bonus for me here, is having people, a team that can respond to emails quickly, essentially timely. This is a fast-paced world in the app world, and things need to happen quickly.
Yep.
Being able to make a phone call and get a live person on the other end is also a big bonus for me.
After we had established your scope for the project and went through our stage 1, explore and imagine, and stage 2, plan and sketch process, thinking back to those steps, what do you feel changed with the app?
Well, to start with, the wireframing for TrailMate had already been completed prior to coming to Rocket Jones, and Kate Hansen took those interfaces and put a little touch on them of her own, and at first I felt like it was not necessary, but in hindsight, after seeing the prototypes, the interface was much cleaner with her version. We eliminated not necessarily the color, but we eliminated the amount of color that was on the screen, and it made the screen less cluttered and really made it easy to read.
Once we had the wireframe finished, we started development. Now, Rocket is somewhat unique with our fixed development bid process. How do you feel your budget and overall timeline was met?
Well, the timeline was on cue. Every deadline that has been developed or established was met on or before date. I can't appreciate that enough. The bid process, Jeff does an outstanding job of lining out exactly what I'm getting, including things I'm not getting. These are things that we had discussed in the initial process, and he puts them on there because we ended up eliminating them. But it allows us to look back and realize, oh, we eliminated that scope, but it was on here and discussed, because things happen down the road where you 2 months into the project and you wonder where this feature went, and you go back and look and you're like, oh, we discussed it, but it was not included in the original bid.
Yep, I feel like that's useful for informing decision making moving forward too. You know, you realize 2 months in, oh, that's actually a really important feature and it's going to cost this much to add. Let's go ahead and put that in there. So,
and I think it might actually add to the developer's ability to see into the future where the app is headed.
mm-hmm.
I'm assuming that the developers are looking at that and seeing that, oh, we discussed adding this feature. We're going to go ahead and lay the groundwork now, so that when that comes to fruition months from now or even years from now, we've already got the foundation there to add it.
Absolutely. What was it like to see the app for the first time? And what have you been most happy with throughout the process of making TrailMate a reality?
Seeing it in the App Store is exciting. People dream about having an app of their own, and for me to see it in the App Store has been a reality that came true. So the app itself is clean, it's fast, and it was well developed. It's very stable, and seeing the downloads that we're seeing on Apple's developer site, when you can go in and look at the dashboard and seeing the downloads that are going on, it's exciting to know that people are actually using the app.
Yeah, absolutely. And looking forward, what are you most excited for?
I'm excited for add features. Right now, it's basically a consumption app. So the end user launches the app, the data gets downloaded quickly, they get the information they need and make a decision on it. But I'd like to see social interaction added to the app, where a user can give their summary of the trail for the day, and another user can read that and make a decision based on that user's feedback. Knowing what the weather is going to be in that particular area would be helpful.
Yep.
We know what the weather is in our own area, but what if we're traveling 2 hours to the north or 2 hours to the west?
Absolutely.
The app allows us to move into that direction on the map and see what's over there, and then at the same time get a weather report. So
that'd be great.